So that's what interests me about the whole PT world. Okay, is
Yeah.
that you guys all pretty much, a lot of you, not all of you, a lot of you have the same sort of philosophy: is let's build up people, let's make them the best versions of themselves they can
Yep.
be. But in saying that, I'm always very weary when someone says to me, "Hey, what do you think about me becoming a PT?"
Yep.
Because it's a very different sort of industry. It's a very different lifestyle.
Yeah.
Agree or disagree with me? It's very different in that the PT really has to put in the work. Like, if you want to be a successful PT, you need to put in the work. I see it time and time again. PTs go on for about 5 to 10 years, and then they find a different career path and they go down that.
Yeah.
What does a person need if they want to become a PT to stick with it and be that as their career for the long haul? What do they need in their mindset, their personal life, their work ethic? What is it?
I think, well, it's tough because everyone has a different idea of what a PT is.
Yep.
Um, your PT is either like you have the PTs who are best friends with their clients, you have PTs who are really strict with their clients, you have PTs who just don't care about their clients. But then you also have PTs who, you know, do their job and that's it. There's nothing outside of their job. PT for me has always been a 24/7 job. And I think if anyone who wants to get into the industry, I think you need to realize that it's a 24/7 job. It demands a lot. And a lot of people who go into PT or the fitness industry, they are trying to escape that 9 to 5 job because they don't like that anymore. They don't want that. But then they don't realize that that 9 to 5 job you're giving up is for a 24/7 job.
Okay.
So it's like they don't really put that into their decision making because they don't know. And so I think before you even attempt to become a trainer, I think you should probably again do your homework. Ask your trainers around you, see what they feel, see how they started, and what hurdles they had to go over to get where they are. I mean, obviously, I would love to see more trainers in the industry. The industry is like saturated with trainers for the first like few months. So, but then the drop-off rate is really high.
Yeah.
And that comes down to what you mentioned before. It's people don't understand the accountability, or people don't understand the behind the scenes, or like how much work you have to do outside of your session.
Yeah, that's right.
Like you could train with the trainer for an hour, but you don't realize that they've done 3 hours of programming for you, but you're only paying for the hour. Or they've done 6 months worth of work for you, but they only get paid for a fraction of it. And coming into the industry, a lot of trainers will leave because they don't understand that there are hours that you don't get paid for, or there are hours that you just don't get accredited for. And that's something that turns a lot of trainers off, actually, from my experience.
So hard work, man. It really is. It's a lot of background work.
It's a lot of admin work, and it's sort of like setting up your systems. But it's also like
it's a lot
sorry?
like teaching.
Yeah, that's actually
you put in a lot of prep, and then 40 minutes of teaching.
Yeah, and then like going back to like I guess I am a teacher. I'm not really a school teacher, but sometimes I'm type of teacher. But sometimes like a session doesn't go according to plan.
Yeah.
Sometimes like for example, like a client might injure themselves in the program, right?
Like break a leg on Everest or something like that.
Yeah, I heard about someone like that, eh? Well, I hope that bloke's okay.
Let's hope so.
Yeah. But yeah, so things don't go according to plan, and that kind of put a spanner in the works. And then as a trainer, you're like, oh man, now I'm like, we missed that session, and then everything's kind of like falling apart. And then I think it takes a good trainer to understand that things happen and you can't account for maybe 20% of what's going to happen, but you can do your best with the 80% that you have to have plans in place to make sure things can still stay on track for that client.
Yeah, bro.
So like if that person who broke their leg, so now with the program being hindered, you can then change it into more of a rehab program and then come back to the strength program.
Yeah.
And so then that's what happens a lot. And a lot of people who come to the industry, they don't know how to deal with,
Adapting.
yeah, just unexpected events. And then it kind of like freaks them out. Yeah.